Hey, what's up, guys? So just real quick, gonna do a marketplace video on the moonpoint, sunpoint, and what's going on with the market now. It's been 3 days since these divine gifts have appeared, so we've accumulated a whole bunch. You can see it's grayed out. It means we're maxed out on this account. The prices have started to slowly decline. Now it's low at about 42, so it's only going down around 5 or so gold per day, it looks like. But you can see there's a huge supply of moon points on the auction house. And the same kind of trend is happening with the sun points as well. And what you're seeing is that there's a resistance. People that are buying these guys up like crazy because they see 50 and they think 2-3 days ago they were at 80 and they're like, oh my god, this is cheap, I gotta buy it, gotta buy it. And then they're also buying it to make them into weaponry grades and armory grades and to try and sell them. So you can see the weaponry grades at 70. You can still make a decent amount of profit by buying them, selling them if they sell at this price. But again, you're going to start seeing the markets, as you can see here, are getting flooded with these. And as more and more come on the auction house and more supply appears, the prices are going to be dropping down slowly but surely. You have to get over that initial resistance of other players trying to buy them, trying to sell them, and flip them, and investing in them. So it's a constant struggle. It's not going to jump down another 20 or 30 gold in one day. It is going to slowly decline over time. Again, if it takes like a 4 to 5 gold decline every single day for the next week or two, the prices will get really low. And that, again, is where you want to buy. You're going to see, again, a lot of people are going to be buying things up, so prices may fluctuate quite a bit. It may go from, 40 one day to 45 to 42 to 47. Like, prices are going to fluctuate. If someone thinks that this is the low point, if someone truly believes that like 40 is the lowest that the regrade scrolls are going to get, or the moon points are going to get, then they're going to buy up all that they can. And at 40 gold, someone with 1,000 or 2,000 gold can buy up quite a bit of supply of these guys. So they can really do a number on the economy and change the prices. So you come in here and you just buy up 5-6 pages worth, and that would only be a few thousand gold. And there are quite a few players that have tens of thousands of gold that if they really want to, they can change and manipulate any market they want. So you do have to be careful and look for the bottom. It should probably happen in about 2 to 3 weeks. And then that's when the prices will slowly start to rise up as people start to buy up the supply that is, eventually going to die out. Because this is going to go through the end of February, they said. So the other thing is that some people are saying that I gave some bad advice on the worms and the Dawn, the Lake Essence. So it's still 35 copper on this server. This is Enla. And we bought some around 26 and under copper. So we made a little bit of money on this server with these guys. Nothing great, nothing amazing. But the thing is, we've actually sold a couple of them in small bunches. This is the key, selling them in small bunches at 3 silver each. And then there was even that anomaly that we sold for 35 silver each or 25 silver each. And that was crazy. We sold like 100 worms at 25 silver each. So you'll notice here that most of these guys are 1,000 bundles. There's a few that are not, but the thing is, people don't want to buy 1,000 of anything. It's really hard to use 1,000, and it's wasted clutter. They don't want 1,000 of them. So you need to sell them in smaller batches, like 10. This is perfect. But the thing is, he needs to sell it for higher. I mean, you don't sell a batch of 10 as the same price as a batch of 1,000. No, because it costs you 1 labor point to collect your money. It's not worthwhile. You're going to end up selling the smaller batches at a higher price point. And again, you'll see there aren't too many small batches because they get bought up. That's why all these 1,000 ones are still on here. The people that put thousands of these worms up, they drive the price down because they don't understand if they sell it in small batches, it takes a couple seconds to break them up into littler batches. You can sell them tremendously. So here's a example. I believe these are mine right here, and I'm testing the waters again to see if I can sell them at 25 silver. And you'll notice we went through the entire list, and there isn't that many things that are cheap in small bundles. So here's a guy who's probably going to sell his at 5 silver each. He's got 13 there. There's 25 right there. So small bunches, 15, 25, and you can definitely jack the price up Sell them for 3 or 4 silver possibly each, depending on your server and depending on the prices. But sell them in small bunches. Give it a try. It doesn't really hurt anything if it doesn't sell. The listing fees aren't that big. You do want to list them on there for 24 to 48 hours. And then the other thing is the Dawn Lake has dropped on several servers, and this is quite interesting because you would expect that since all these new moonpoints and sunpoints are coming into the auction house and they're being sold and being crafted into regrade scrolls, that this would go up. But it has actually done the reverse, and why that probably has happened is there's more fishermen now. So people are out there actively fishermen, people are coming back to the game, and they enjoy AFK fishing. And so they're AFK fishing, getting more of these. But the supply of this isn't that big. That's the key in this. The supply of these guys is nowhere near the regrade supply. So here's a good stockpile of about 150, maybe 200 right here. And then the first couple of pages were all singles. So this is only, honestly, there's like 6 pages of that stuff. And that's maybe 300 or so. So that's 300 regrade scrolls. So once the price of the moonpoint and sunpoint actually get down to the really, really cheap prices, like if they get down to 10 gold each for the moonpoint and sunpoint, these things are going to be flying out of here like crazy because that's going to be so cheap, and they're going to go and build the regrade scrolls, try and sell them, try and use them because it really didn't cost them anything. So these guys will rise when the prices get really, really low on the moonpoint and sunpoint. And it just needs to be a matter of getting to a point where there's too much demand for it and not enough supply. So if the fishermen stop fishing, or if there's just the regrade scrolls get really, really cheap, then these guys will sell out quicker. So right now there's more fishermen than there is regrade scrolls, and people aren't buying them yet. So give it a few weeks. It wasn't a make money in a day or make money in 2 days. It takes some time. You were investing in the future, and it's going to take maybe a week or 2 for the prices to lower down. And I've talked about this. If it goes down 4 or 5 gold each day, in about a week you're seeing regrade scrolls at around 30 or 40 gold each, and that's a pretty damn cheap regrade scroll compared to paying 100 plus for them last week. So I think about it, a lot of people will be like, oh, if I would have spent 100 last week, now I can buy 4 of them, regrade now, and people are going to do it. It's going to just wait and see. So that's my big advice. You can potentially even buy some of these guys up right now. They are fairly cheap. So recommendation is not to panic. Possibly even just buy these guys up. Stockpile. They won't really go much lower, potentially, because they are going to be in great, great demand. So really, I don't think you can lose money on this deal. If you buy them, you're either going to use them yourself to make regrade items, or you can double your profit, possibly triple your profit when the prices go up on these guys. So it's not a sure thing, because obviously this is tied to fishing. And if people stop fishing, the prices are going to go tremendously high. But if a lot of people fish, then the prices will stay lowish and maybe go up a little bit, but nothing crazy. So it's all tied to fishing. These are easily acquired, and that's something that I don't think people really understood about that, is that anyone can go and get these. There's no barrier to go and get these. You have to just fish, then you have to combine them. So yeah, wait it out a little bit. Potentially, it's a good buy. 6 gold, definitely a good buy on these guys. And then same thing with the blank regrade scrolls, which is the completed version of the Dawn Lake Essence. So these guys are a pretty good buy at 8 gold. So again, right now is probably the buying phase, and in a little bit, in about a week or 2, it will probably be the selling phase when you might get double your money, you might get a little bit more. It might just be maybe 2 or 3 gold extra, but still, you should be making money. If not, you're going to be able to use them yourself with all the moon points and sun points and make those regrade scrolls, and then you can make money selling those guys. So either way, you have a great opportunity to pick these guys up.